Picture a world where giving is at the heart of everything, where the act of kindness crosses all boundaries of time and culture. What if I told you that Santa Claus, the jolly figure who brings smiles to millions each Christmas, has a story that goes far beyond red suits and reindeer? This story takes us deep into history and connects with teachings from long ago that still inspire us today. Santa Claus, as we know him, didn't just appear out of nowhere. His story starts with a real person, Saint Nicholas, a Christian bishop known for his deep faith and acts of generosity. Over time, his legacy grew, transforming him into the Santa we recognize today. But what many may not know is how his journey reflects values that have been cherished for centuries. In this video, we're gonna explore the roots of Santa Claus. We'll trace his transformation from a humble bishop who lived to help others into the symbol of joy and giving that he is now. We'll uncover how his story still touches our hearts and inspires us to give, care, and celebrate the spirit of Christmas. Chapter 1: Historical background of Saint Nicholas. Let's start by going back to the 4th century, to a place called Myra, located in what is now modern-day Turkey. This is where Nicholas lived. He was known for his deep faith and great kindness. He became a bishop, a respected leader in the church, and was loved by many for his good deeds. People saw him as someone who truly lived his faith, always willing to help those who were struggling. Nicholas was a man who took the words from Proverbs chapter 22 verse 9 to heart. The generous will themselves be blessed, for they shared their food with the poor. He believed that generosity was more than just a good thing to do. It was a way of life. He dedicated himself to helping others, reflecting the biblical teaching that giving is a blessing. One of the most famous stories about Saint Nicholas shows just how far he would go to help those in need. 3 sisters in his town were in desperate circumstances. Without money for dowries, they were facing a grim future. But Nicholas, wanting to help, secretly provided bags of gold for each sister's dowry, saving them from a life of despair. He did this quietly, without seeking praise or recognition, living out the words of Acts chapter 20 verse 35. It's more blessed to give than to receive. Saint Nicholas's actions went beyond just helping these sisters. They set an example of what true generosity looks like, giving without expecting anything in return, simply to help others and follow God's teaching. His life was a testament to the power of kindness, and his story continues to inspire acts of giving around the world today. Chapter 2: Transformation to modern Santa Claus. The figure we know today as Santa Claus has an interesting journey that begins with Dutch settlers who brought the tradition of Sinterklaas to America. Sinterklaas, celebrated on December 6th, was a beloved figure in Dutch culture, known for bringing gifts to children. He was dressed in a bishop's robe, much like Saint Nicholas, and rode a white horse, delivering gifts in secret. Over time, the image of Sinterklaas began to change and merge with local customs, evolving into what we now call Santa Claus. The transformation of Santa Claus into the familiar figure we recognize today also owes a lot to American writers. Washington Irving and Clement Clarke Moore were 2 of the most important figures in this change. In the early 19th century, Washington Irving wrote stories that helped introduce Sinterklaas to American readers. However, it was Clement Clarke Moore's famous poem, A Visit from Saint Nicholas, better known as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, that truly shaped Santa's modern image. Moore's poem introduced the idea of Santa as a cheerful, plump and jolly man with a red suit, a long white beard, and a sleigh pulled by reindeer. Moore's poem was widely read and quickly became a beloved part of Christmas tradition. This story brought Santa Claus into many homes, describing him as a joyful and a kind figure who brought presents to children on Christmas Eve. The image of Santa as a gift giver became deeply rooted in American culture and beyond. It helped shift Santa from a stern, bishop-like figure to a more approachable, fun and friendly character who could connect with children's imaginations. So, through a mix of cultural traditions and creative storytelling, the simple figure of Sinterklaas slowly became Santa Claus, a symbol of kindness, generosity, and the magic of giving, loved by people around the world. The evolution of Santa Claus reminds us of the enduring power of stories and how they shape our customs and traditions. Chapter 3: Connection to Biblical Themes. The story of Santa Claus is not just about a cheerful man in a red suit. At its core, it carries themes deeply rooted in biblical teachings, like generosity and kindness. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 9 says, "The generous will themselves be blessed, for they share their food with the poor." Santa Claus, inspired by the life of Saint Nicholas, represents this spirit of generosity. He's known for giving gifts, spreading joy, and caring for those in need. This mirrors the Bible's call to help others, especially those less fortunate. It reminds us that true blessing comes from sharing what we have, and that kindness is a way to honor God's love. Another important biblical theme that connects with Santa Claus is the idea of community and celebration. In Deuteronomy chapter 16 verse 14 to 15 we read, "Be joyful at your festival, for the Lord your God will bless you in all your harvest and in all the work of your hands, and your joy will be complete." This verse speaks of celebrating together with gratitude and joy. Santa Claus, in many ways, brings this idea to life. Every Christmas, his presence helps unite families and communities in celebration. He brings people together to share in the joy of the season, reflecting the biblical tradition of coming together to celebrate God's blessings. Santa Claus is not just a figure for children, he symbolizes a spirit that encourages all of us to be more generous, more loving, and more connected to those around us. The joy he spreads is a reflection of the joy that comes from living in harmony with God's teachings. The spirit of giving, kindness, and community that he represents encourages us to celebrate together, care for one another, find happiness in the simple act of sharing. By understanding Santa Claus through these biblical themes, we can see him as a symbol of both the joy and the responsibility we have to spread love, kindness, and unity in our own communities. It's a reminder that the true meaning of Christmas goes beyond gifts and decorations. It's about embracing a spirit of giving, celebrating together, and finding joy in being part of a community. Chapter 4: Psychological and Social Factors. Santa Claus is more than just a character who brings presents. He represents a sense of wonder, joy, and a childlike faith. In the Bible, Matthew chapter 18 verse 3 says, "Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven." This verse highlights the importance of having a simple, joyful, and trusting approach to life, much like a child. Santa Claus helps create this feeling by encouraging children to dream, believe, and feel the magic of the season. His story adds excitement and fun to Christmas, helping kids and adults alike hold on to that sense of wonder that brings happiness and hope. Santa Claus also plays a big role in bringing people together, creating a shared experience for everyone. In Acts chapter 2 verses 44 to 47, it is said, "All the believers were together and had everything in common. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts." This verse reflects the idea of unity and togetherness. In a similar way, The traditions around Santa Claus encourage families and friends to come together, share meals, and enjoy festive moments. It's not just about receiving gifts, it's about celebrating with those we love and creating warm memories that last a lifetime. The magic of Santa Claus is also seen in how he brings out the best in people. He inspires acts of kindness and generosity, reminding everyone of the joy that comes from giving, not just receiving. This tradition helps people feel connected, not only within their own families, but with their larger community. When people come together to give, celebrate, and share in the spirit of the season, they strengthen bonds, create lasting memories, and foster a sense of belonging that makes everyone feel valued. Through these shared experiences, the figure of Santa Claus helps us embrace the values of joy, togetherness, and community that are at the heart of the holiday season. His presence reminds us to keep a childlike sense of wonder and to cherish the moments we spend with those around us. He encourages us to be kind, generous, and to find happiness in the little things, making the season bright for everyone. Chapter 5: Media and Commercialization. Santa Claus has been a part of Christmas for centuries, but the way we see him today was greatly shaped by advertising. One of the biggest influences came from Coca-Cola in the 1930s. Before then, Santa was often shown in different ways, wearing a variety of clothes and looking quite different. But Coca-Cola created a series of ads that showed Santa as a jolly, plump man with rosy cheeks, a big white beard, and a bright red suit. This friendly, happy Santa was designed to make people feel warm and cheerful, fitting with the holiday season. These ads were everywhere, on billboards, in magazines, and in stores. This image of Santa quickly became the standard look that most of us recognize today. People loved it, and it helped make Santa even more popular. The ads helped spread the idea of Santa bringing joy, laughter, and kindness to everyone, creating a character that everyone could feel excited about. However, the story of Santa isn't just about selling things. There is a deeper side to the character that has been around for a long time. Many people worry that Santa has become too commercialized, that he's more about buying and selling than about the true spirit of giving and community. They feel that the focus on shopping and presents can sometimes overshadow the real meaning of Christmas, spending time with loved ones, sharing joy, and being kind to others. On the other hand, some say that the commercialization of Santa can still carry a positive message. Even if Santa appears in ads or on products, he still represents generosity and kindness. He reminds people, especially children, of the joy of giving, not just receiving. When kids think about Santa, they think about sharing, kindness, and being good to others. Even in a commercial setting, these values are still there. The important thing is finding a balance, where the fun and excitement of Christmas shopping don't take away from the joy of being together and showing love. So, while Santa's image has been shaped by ads and businesses, his message remains meaningful. It's a reminder that Christmas is about more than just what we buy or get. It's about what we give, how we share, and the time we spend with people we care about. Santa, in all his forms, continues to encourage a spirit of giving, and that's a message worth celebrating. Throughout the ages, the story of Santa Claus has grown and changed, but at its heart, it remains the story of Saint Nicholas, a humble bishop known for his deep faith and generosity. His spirit of giving has transformed into a worldwide symbol of joy and kindness during Christmas. Santa continues to remind us that there is magic in giving, in caring for others, and in bringing a smile to someone's face. As we prepare for this special season, let's remember the real spirit behind Santa Claus. It's not just about gifts or festivities. It's about kindness, compassion, bringing people together. This Christmas, let's find ways to spread cheer, share with those in need, and celebrate the joy that comes from caring for others. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history and meaning of Santa Claus. If you enjoyed this story and found it meaningful, please give us a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more content that uplifts and connects us all. Together, let's keep discovering stories that bring light and love to our world. Have a joyful and blessed Christmas season.